So the tazemetostat is an orally available treatment that's recently been FDA approved for follicular lymphoma. It's a EZH2 inhibitor, and so follicular lymphoma is one of those malignancies in which EZH2 does play a role. There are other malignancies such as sarcoma where tazemetostat has been evaluated. There have also been clinical trials with diffuse large B-cell lymphoma, but the first indication here was for follicular lymphoma. Just over a quarter of patients with follicular lymphoma are found to have EZH2 mutations, so there's been a lot of interest to see what the difference might be in response between those patients who have mutated EZH2 versus wild type. And there does seem to be a significant difference. So this might be one of those reasons to do a little bit further characterization of your patient's mutational status at the time of their relapse. So with this particular trial, this is an open-label study of patients with follicular lymphoma who had at least 2 prior lines of therapy. And the EZH2 mutated patients had an overall response rate of 69% compared with 34% for patients who had wild-type EZH2. And we know that the duration of response doesn't differ very much between them. So for patients who respond, they seem to respond for at least as long between the two, but the likelihood of having a response overall weighs heavily with the EZH2 mutated patients. More likely to have a partial remission than a complete response, right? So for the mutated patients, I mentioned that 69% overall response rate. Complete remission rate is about 12% in that group, and only about 4% in those patients who have wild-type EZH2. So I think that knowing the EZH2 mutational status of your patient may help make a decision as far as when to bring this in or when to give it a try. The nice thing about this is patients are almost always in favor of an orally available treatment, which keeps them out of the infusion chair. And that's nice for the patient. It's nice for the physician to be able to order that and provide that for their patient. But in terms of when to put that into the treatment regimen, I think a lot depends on the EZH2 mutational status and also the overall health of the patient. And so it's interesting. So today we've talked about the 2 extremes. We've talked about CAR T cells for follicular lymphoma and also this new orally available treatment. So there are a lot of new options available for patients, but I think we're in a point right now where we're really just trying to figure out what the landscape will look like. There are so many options for patients right now.